Problem 16. If f prime of x equals x minus 2 squared, which of the following could be the graph of y equals f of x? So we look at this problem, we know we have the derivative graph here. And let me do a quick sketch of this graph. You might see it, it's one of my choices, but if you don't, this is the same thing as, let me put some units on here. This is the same thing as the parabola. We have a squared term with a vertex at 2, 0. And it opens up. So my f prime of x, it's really bad, so let's try it again, looks like this. And I'll label this. This is f prime of x. We're going to have to be very careful to keep this straight. Now, what we know from this is the following. This is the derivative, which means it's the tangent slope of my graph. And it doesn't matter that the derivative is sloping downward here. We look over on this section and we get very positive numbers here. So it's going to be sloping up pretty steeply in this region. And as I get closer to 2, when I get close to x equals 2, we can see that we still have a positive slope. So my slope over here is still going to be increasing. But we can see that it's much less positive. So it's going to be closer to horizontal. And when I get to x equals 2, I see that the derivative is 0, which means that I actually do get a horizontal tangent there. It actually levels off in that section. But then it goes back up. So over here you can see we have a slight positive. So it starts curving back up again. It never curves down. And as I get farther right, I see that my derivative gets higher, which means my slope gets more positive, steeper. So I have a curve that has to look something like this. And it actually, all I know about it is the slopes have to be like this. I don't know where it has to start. That's the antiderivative has this plus c. It could start anywhere up or down, but the slopes have to follow this pattern. So if I look at my choices, right off the bat, I see A, I have this negative slope here, but the slope's obviously positive due to the derivative being positive. Choice B looks pretty good. Let's check the other ones. Choice C is a straight line. We can see if the derivative is changing, the slope has to be changing, so it can't be this one. You don't see the C down here. At the end it got cut off, but it's not that one. Choice D has 2 straight sections, but this over here has a negative slope. We can see the derivative here is positive, so this had to be increasing here. And this one, we started off positive. So it looks good up till 2, but the derivative here is positive again, meaning that my curve had to slope up, so E cannot be my answer, and my choice must be B.